so that we attain what we're supposed to achieve in day one. And without much ado, I'll request that we start opening up. We'll have the national anthem, we'll have a prayer, and then we'll do introductions. And then we can have the speeches for the day. There are little changes in the program that I'll be sharing as soon as we're done with the preliminaries. So please, ladies and gentlemen, stand up for the national anthem.
Hamjambo. I take this opportunity first and foremost to introduce myself. My name is James Mwangi, a member of the huqas Management Board and your colleague in laboratory medicine. We have worked
right quickly. I'll just go to my message for this two-day conference. Being the 18th conference, we've gotten our IDs. You know, being an 18-year-old in a conference is no mean journey, and we thank the good Lord above for the same. So I wish to welcome you to this year's 18th annual huqas
Statistical Process Control. I think this is the right time for me to pitch this tool to you so that you can use it. It will simplify your life, I hope. So, Mulinda Muhammad is my name. I work for a Global Care Public Foundation under the Global Clinical Services. They are the dark piece in the middle. It's the one that actually does the lab work and all the medical related work. So, what is statistical process control? Statistical process control is just use of statistical tools to monitor variations. So when you're doing your testing,
what the remarks from the CEO of huqas and the chairman of huqas board of directors was represented by a member of the board in his speech. But as the rules dictates, we will want to at least listen to the chairman himself, at least welcome us to this ceremony, and then we can proceed from there. Mr. Ambura.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Mine is so short. It's just to welcome you in the conference and ask you to feel at home. It's been many years since we started, and as you move on, every year I think we always meet some challenges and improvements. So feel at home, and thank you very much for coming along with us.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ambura. Your Excellency, perhaps I need to say this. I told it to the participants before your arrival that
18 years old and still moving on, and a very critical organization that works in Kenya and other parts of the continent, and which has also links internationally. I think your relevance, particularly in this period of, we're talking about Kenya, your relevance in terms of this period of revolution, where the health function has been transferred for all intents and purposes to 47 units in terms of the delivery of this health mandate. It is important, as we were told just a few minutes ago, that when people go to those facilities and they are tested, if at all they are tested, because some of those facilities don't even have the lab capacities. So
we are colleagues, we are in a system together. All my colleagues are across the healthcare spectrum. I am really honored and humbled to stand here on behalf of the Kenya Medical Association today as we open this 18th annual huqas Scientific Conference. And I would really like to applaud huqas on 18 years of offering proficiency testing and related technical trainings to diagnostic and research laboratories. as an association, in our bid to promote the practice of medicine in Kenya, access to quality laboratory diagnostic services is critical, and therefore we do welcome partners and initiatives who can help achieve this objective. I personally am a practicing medical doctor, so I'm not talking from theory. You know, there's doctors, there's professors who were chatting with the chief guest earlier on, and says, you know, that before even you analyze the samples that are being looked at, and I'm talking to people.
The governor of Makweli, who is my boss, Professor Kimula, keynote speakers, Dr. Kitulu, the president of KMA, the chairperson of the huqas board, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Hamjambo. It's actually a hard call to speak after your boss has spoken, and to speak on his behalf, and to speak when you know he's in a hurry for another meeting. So you can imagine what is going through my mind as I stand here. But be as it may, it's a great pleasure and honor for us as Makweli County to be part of this huqas 18th conference. I know we are not necessarily the best county in the country, but certainly
and it gets you going, right? Now you said so much, most of what I was going to say. So basically he's wrapped things in a nice bow for me. So all I'll have to do is to just welcome you all to the second day of our conference, the 18th huqas Annual Conference. And first of all, let me just pick up from yesterday.
huqas, CEO, the participants, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to be here this morning to talk about matters accreditation and matters Kenas, but in particular to talk about the elements that feed into accreditation. But before that, let me congratulate huqas. I'm told they are now an official citizen because this is the 18th edition. So when you turn 18, the first thing you get excited in life is to have an ID. So ladies and gentlemen, as many of you are aware, healthcare is a priority not only for yourself as an individual, but a great challenge for countries and globally. And in Kenya, you very much recognize that the President has put it as one of its core pillars in the Big Four agenda. And of course, within the Sustainable Development Goals, the Vision 2030 or the Global Goals Agenda 2030, we talk about ensuring healthy lives and promoting well-being for all ages in the world. So, what are the drivers for healthcare? I had a conversation 3 days ago with a laboratory manager from Eldoret, Moi Teaching Hospital, to try and understand. I'm a very much of a layman in terms of being the healthcare.
That we have a great responsibility for ensuring the quality of lab tests, and all of you here in this audience must share that responsibility, because when you are aware of that responsibility, one then realizes that we are therefore accountable for good quality healthcare in our respective countries. So, lesson number 1, Nelson Mandela said, we can change the world and make it a better place. And he said, what counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference have we made. So we must be asking ourselves, are we making a difference or not in the lab? And therefore, when we come to work in the morning, ask yourself that question. Are we making a difference? Are we doing something to change our environment? Are we doing something to change the way health is in our country? In other words, trying to improve the health of people. So one might say, how does this lesson apply to us in the lab? And it's exactly as I was saying, how can we make a difference? So therefore, we need to promote quality at all levels with participation from everyone. So it's not just the boss, it's not just the cleaner, it's all of us. We must believe that quality is important to ensure that we are contributing to the quality, you may say, cycle in not just the lab, but beyond the lab, in the hospital, and indeed beyond the hospital in disease outbreaks as well as the whole country. So it's up to us in Africa to make a difference and change our work ethics. And you know, I always give a story. In the mid-60s, my dad always used to talk about German goods. You remember a brand called Grundig? Some of you were not born. Grundig and Telefunken were the main brands before Sony came out. And he used to swear by those brands. And he said, look, this was in 1965, don't ever buy a Sony. Now you can imagine what has happened 20 years later. You guys...
Method to ensure it is fit for purpose. So the word fit for purpose means what is good for an instrument or a insulin test in your lab may not necessarily be good fit for purpose in my lab. An example of that perhaps is if you run a diabetic clinic with many patients coming through with high HbA1c results, you may need a different analyzer than your next door neighbor lab who might get away with, if I can call it that, a point of care device, because it's just a screening device and they hardly ever get any high values. So fit for purposeness is where we start with selection and with the validation process itself. Remember that validation, quite simply put, is error assessment. Do we agree with that? Yes? No? Do we understand what I mean? No instrument comes with zero error. They come with limitations and they come with perhaps a sensitivity of 98%, a R value of a correlation coefficient value of 0.96. It's not 100, it's not 1. What we're trying to assess with the validation is that values or the amount of error that comes with the instrument, is it good enough for me or not? Can I live with it? So we must understand that it does not say no error. This is why it is critically important to select the right instrument for your particular purpose and for your scope of testing and your logistical scenario. In my next talk, I will talk about laboratory efficiency and wasting money.
Sorry, I said this because it's only fair to hear.
Yeah, 10 minutes, 15 minutes or 5 minutes, anything is okay because the slides I have here, they are all independent schemes. Anytime you can stop me. It will not, thank you, that's a lot of time. Thank you. What I am talking about, to put it in a nutshell, before I show the slides, is about antimicrobial stewardship. Why antimicrobial stewardship? Is because of antimicrobial resistance, that is resistance to antibiotics, antifungals, antivirals, also antiparasitic. You all know about the malaria resistance, flu virus resistance, bacterial resistance, UTI, difficult to treat with simple drugs now. You have to go for broad spectrum drugs. All this everybody has heard. And AMR is currently global pandemic and it is on the radar of WHO, CDC. Also it was discussed last year in the World Health Assembly. Kenya made an excellent representation there. Our Ministry of Health was there, our Minister of Health, our AMR focal person, they were all there. We are very proud of that. But how do we perform on AMR control? We have national program, we have National Infection Prevention Secretariat, we have all the documents. Only what we don't have is the implementation. We are still waiting for donor support. That is again the truth. I hope this gadget works like Jason was saying. And also we pray that this thing doesn't switch off. Yeah. So that's about, those are all capsules of antibiotics. That's my hospital quickly. Aga Khan University Hospital. That's the impressive, nice building. That's ICU. Why am I showing ICU? ICU, this one.
I work in a lab where the next 2 weeks we are being, hopefully, that's good. We should be accredited by the College of American Pathologists. And I happen to be the one leading that process in our institution. So my question actually is to the CEO of CANAS. I have, through this journey of preparing for CAP accreditation, I've actually got to learn how the College of American Pathologists has actually influenced the practice of lab medicine in the US and ensure that all laboratories, both private and public, are actually operating at the same level. So locally we have a problem where the standards for the public laboratory seem to be different from the standards for the private laboratory. Public labs are really not held accountable. So my challenge to you as the CEO of CANAS, is it really possible one day that in this country, regardless of whether you're a public lab or a private laboratory, since we're all serving the same patient, a Kenyan, yeah, regardless whether you're public or private, can we all aspire to have ISO 151 accreditation by CANAS or whichever other accreditation? Can this really be a basic requirement? And if you don't meet that requirement, for instance, it's NHIF, they won't pay a rebate, that kind of a thing is actually a possibility. My second question to Mohammed, thank you for your presentation with CH plots. My question to you would be, why would you want to limit your SDIs to the 9 outcomes that you've given us? Because I'm thinking if you're going to say convert a value into a standard deviation index of say 1, there's a risk of rounding off errors. So an SDO of 1, I would assume if you're an SDO of 0.51 and you round it off, it comes to 1. An SDO of 1.49, if you round it off, it comes to 1. So you actually convert that to an actual value. And I'm thinking about the statistical process control. May I actually explain why your projected, I think QC was not in keeping what you actually found. You showed us the slide in the red and the blue, and the results from Jude's lab. So maybe we can discuss that later on, but I want to know why you saw it fits sort of limit your SDIs to those values, not actually plot the SDIs that you obtain. Because I think you might lose some information because of this rounding. Thank you very much.
From Arakan Kisumu. I'm not sure this is a question, it's just an observation, and it goes to the CEO again, and I'm not sure it is your headache. So probably it's a challenge to everybody. It's good to know there are so many labs that have been accredited. In my region where I'm working, I've been involved in helping a few of them and supporting here and there to make sure they get accreditation. My worry is after getting that accreditation, how are we sustaining that standard until the next accreditation? Because I've observed the tendency that after accreditation, guys relax. They know CANAS is coming in a year's time. So in a year's time, just before a year's time, I get people telling me now renew our contract for referral, renew our board, and all the year I've not seen any referrals. The whole year we've not done any inter-lab comparisons between them. So
okay, hello, my name is Alex. I come from the Sniper company. I feel very happy to join the huqas conference. And this is our company booth. And in Kenya, we have cooperate with the Camel Lab. And Snipe is a company which has been focused on the immunoassay for the last 23 years. And now we have export to more than 137 countries and also installed more than 9,000 units all over the world. And now we can supply our product to all over the world, including like United States, and France, Germany, England, Italy, Spain, of course in Africa, Kenya here also. And this is our test menu. And we're very happy here to stand to introduce that. And we hope for our company, we can be together with the Camel Lab to give a little effort to make the health care of the local Kenya to be better and better. Thank you.
My name is David Wafula Omalo from an organization called MP Shah Hospital. This is my first time to come to attend this conference of huqas. I heard about it from a friend who attended the last time. He told me that it's a nice place to go. It's a nice conference to attend. So this year I purpose to attend, and I want to give thanks to the organization because through their support they made sure that I be here today. Actually, there's a lot that I've enjoyed yesterday, and for the coming training that is coming in 6 months. Actually, I can advise anyone or another person that please let's purpose to attend because it's very educative. And I really like the moderator, I like the people who are presenting. They are, I can tell you, up for free, they are up to the task. Thank you so much.
I'm Han Koki, I work for Metropolis Lab. I came to know this conference because we have been participating in huqas. So we are part of huqas in the EQA. So they usually give us information about any training, any conference they have. To me, I could say congratulate huqas and all the sponsors because it has been a nice learning platform. We have been given an information and we are taking back to our team to ensure everything is done perfect. Thank you.
My name is Dr. Sachan. I come from Uganda, a facility called Chiriandongo General Hospital. I'm part of the laboratory fraternity. I was very much impressed and humbled to be invited by huqas to most especially be a presenter in this conference. It was an interesting experience. During these 2 days, I was able to learn a lot from people, the people of Kenya, the people of Tanzania, the people that came from Benin and other parts of Africa and outside Africa. And it was greatly also a pleasure for me to share with the congregation my experience from Uganda, a Ugandan-based lab, and I'm really very grateful. I hope that in the next conference, with the team from Uganda, we come in full swing to continue learning from the other people who are always invited here and also to continue sharing with them the knowledge. Thank you.
I'm Tabitha Mori Joshua. I work for Metropolis Lab. We participate in PT from huqas and we have really improved our quality through huqas, and I'm so excited to attend this 18th huqas conference. I've joined especially the topic on good leadership leads to good quality results, and next time I'll be happy if you invite me to participate the same.
Hello, thank you for this lovely conference. I'm Professor Guntur Revati, faculty of Aga Khan University Hospital. I'm faculty for the Clinical Pathology and Anatomic Pathology program with the PGME of the private university. And I'm very happy that I attended this lovely huqas conference. The conference covered lots of aspects of internal quality and external quality assurance for all laboratory processes. And as we realize now that laboratory diagnostics are coming to the forefront of good healthcare to maintain the quality of healthcare through laboratory diagnostics, this conference is very, very timely, and the content covered all the aspects of laboratory sciences. And my specialty, which is clinical microbiology and infectious diseases, specially concerned with the AMR, that is antimicrobial resistance, which is a global pandemic now, and laboratory diagnostics are crucial for controlling and for actually giving good quality patient safety for healthcare in our environment. And also the conference brought out some of the issues which are concerning these areas which are deficient, and how do we tackle this problem in the public sector. I think the conference has achieved its goals and objectives. Thank you very much.